Hello again, everybody. This is Jay Matta, co-host of Spiritually Raw, and again, that familiar face, Sharón Lynn Wyeth. So you know she does sessions, you know she's an author, but did you know she does seminars also? So Sharón, tell us about the seminars. What's going on with those?
I have a lot of different seminars because there's a lot of different interests. So first I want to start with a story, and that was I earned my own Bible because there wasn't one in my house when I was in 8th grade, and it took me 6 weeks, what would normally take people a year, because you had to memorize so many passages out of the Bible, present it at the church, and then they would give you the Bible. And I said, can I do it faster than a year? And they said, well, as long as you can come tell us all this is memorized. So I don't like memorization. But anyway, 6 weeks later, I had my Bible, figured out how much I had to read every day till the end of the year, how many pages every night, so that I would have finished reading the Bible at the end of my 8th grade year. And because of that, during that time I was reading every single night, I started hearing a voice over my left shoulder. And the voice said, they left this piece out. Or they didn't tell you that we all knew this piece, so they were adding on to it, so we didn't address this piece. And I went through, and I really thought that's why they tell you to read the Bible every night, so that you get your voice over your left shoulder. So that voice has stayed with me. It helped me create Neimology Science. That's why it's so accurate today. And it's helped me create all of the seminars that are offered here. And I want to go through real quickly what they are. The first one is, of course, on Neimology Science, and there's different levels. There's a level 1, a level 2, and a level 3, depending on what you want to know. But level 1 is all, let's learn the personality. Some people learn it better in person. And when people took the class in person and then they got the recording afterwards, they started telling me, we like the recording better because we can pause you, we can back you up, we can rewind you. And so I thought, how do you have the best of both worlds? So what we did is we put all 15 hours online, exactly taping me giving this course and where you can hear it. And after every concept, which is approximately 2.5 hours, you get a personal phone call with me for any of your questions. Because being a teacher myself in the education system for so many years, I thought you don't benefit if you don't get your own questions answered. So you take the seminar, after each section, you get a phone call with me, you get your own questions answered, so you get your own personal time with me, and then you go on to the next section. And that's the same with level 2, which is how I work with businesses and all the subtleties in name. And level 3, which is literally how you figure out those exact 7 things while people are here. But you don't need that third seminar unless you're going to be making money giving sessions yourself. And when you do that, when you've taken the seminars, I literally work with you for a year. So everybody you do, we talk about first, we're fine-tuning you. So you make sure that you've got it absolutely perfect by the end of the year. And in the meantime, you're developing a great reputation because we're making sure that you know exactly what you're doing on every reading that you're giving. So that's the Neimology series. Then, because of the understanding I have had from literally that voice over my left shoulder, I have done an entire 18-hour presentation on spirituality. I call it Spirituality 101. Everyone who's taken it has said, no, it's more like 1,001. Okay, for all the information you get, it's 18 hours. It literally will go through, where did God come from? How did this matrix get set up? Why do we get stuck in it? What's been happening through the time, all the way up from before God up until the present day with what's happening now, and why is it happening now, and where are we going from here? So that's a fascinating seminar that you can take. The other one that I give is on the Monroe Institute. I am a trainer for them to give you all the basics, so then you can use their tapes, you know what you're doing, and you go. And the coolest part of doing the Monroe Weekend Gateway program with me is that, one, it's all in person. And when you're doing the exercises where you get to go and see where focus is, how do you go to time differences? How do you do this meditation? It's great for people that have been meditating for a long time. Same for people that have never meditated and want to learn how to do it. And the coolest part is my team, or what I say, that voice over my left shoulder, it's now voices. Okay, they follow you when you're going out and doing it, so they can make comments and help explain what you experienced and answer those questions. So that's another weekend that I just love to give that Monroe Institute, because again, it makes it possible for you to get your own answers, and we even give you a way of getting your own answers very quickly. I used it as a school administrator when I needed to make a fast decision. I wanted to make sure I was making the right one. And I would use this breathing technique and how we show you in this workshop, literally how to do it quickly, because you're going to get an answer within 30 seconds. This is really a fun weekend. And I never take a lot of people at one time, because I want to make sure in any of my seminars and any of my classes that you get the personalized attention that makes it easy for you to learn, and that you walk away with what I tell you you get to walk away with.
So by going through your seminars, they can also not only find out what they need their, little help throughout life and, throughout their steps, if you would, but they can also you're also going to teach them how to do what you're doing as a business. Yes.
Yes, that's the whole goal, especially in Neimology Science. Yes, I want you out there doing it as a business. I want you just as successful as me. And that's why I take a whole year of my time and make sure that you're always doing it correctly and all of your questions are answered, and that you're always presenting with positivity and knowing how to say things so that somebody doesn't get turned away. For a quick example, Jay, is lying shows up in a name. Okay, now if you tell somebody they're a liar, that's it. They don't want to talk to you anymore. We're done. But if you say, one of the challenges in your name is how much truth do you want to tell? Do you want to tell 5%, 95%, 50%? People can hear it. So in level 2, we talk about not only the subtleties, how do you create a name? How do you help the lawyers? How do you help the HR? How do you help businesses learn how to sell better? Utilizing their names. We also learn how to phrase things so that you keep everybody's attention and openness and ready to receive. And the coolest part, Jay, that different psychics have told me, when they've looked at my work, they have said that literally when you're reading the books or taking the seminars, you're literally getting infused with that intuitive energy, so that gets activated in you also when you're using this stuff.
What's so fascinating and so cool about this is because people are looking for ways to be able to figure out a plan B in their lives and do something that their sole purpose is and really get connected with their spirit. This is so unique. It's got such a competitive edge in it from a doing business kind of thing, meaning that, hey, if you're to look at wanting to do something as a possible career for you, as a possible life move for you, this looks like a great opportunity for people, because there's nobody, you don't hear much about how people are utilizing the science of name. But not only do you have testimonials of all the years to back up what you're doing with this, you got people from corporates calling you got attorneys calling you. I mean, there's all walks of life reaching out for this kind of science, everybody. So if you're looking for something for yourself, a plan B, which could ultimately be a plan A for you, do check out that knowthename.com site. And Sharón, thank you very much again, as always, for your service. It's always great to connect with you, and we'll see you next time. And thank you, everybody. And good luck for you on your journeys. And again, click on that link below. I think this might be a good answer to your prayer. So you'll find out. You won't find out unless you do click, though. So check it out. We'll see you next time.